All right, all right, all right. We live, baby. Okay. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's doing good today. Let's load on the volume just a little bit. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know how the volume sounds. Let me know if the volume sounds good this week. Sorry about the mix-up last week, man. Got some stuff going on right now. Missed our live last week, but we're going to make up for that today, man. Y'all get up in here. Hit that like button as soon as you join. Hit that like button as soon as you get up in here. Y'all know I got to go put the channel on the Facebook. Get up in here, y'all. Let's start the live. We're going to start the live in just another minute, man. Give me just a second. Let me go to the Facebook page real quick. Upload our video, man. Give me a second here. Hit that like button as soon as you arrive up in here. Let me know if you like these videos. Hit that like button down below. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, y'all know what y'all got to do. Hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel. Now we're gonna get up in here just a few seconds, y'all. Hope everybody's doing good on this beautiful Thursday night. Beautiful out here in New York City. We're going to start the show in just a second. Get up in here. Hit that like button down below. Share the video. Don't forget to share the video, man. Share the video right now to your friends. Let them come up in here and join the conversation. We're going to be talking about NAS. We're going to be talking about Drake today. Y'all get up in here, man. Let's join the conversation, man. Hope everybody's doing good tonight. What up, yo? It's your boy, Onslaught Tree. Thank you all for joining another week of Talking Bars. We got Blocker in the building. We got Jason in the building. Oh, Jason's here. Hold on. I got something for Jason, man. We got Jason in the chat right now. Shout out to Jason. Shout out to the homie Jason. Shout out to Take Flight Society. I got something for Jason, man. Jason, I got you, man. Told you I got you. I told you I got you, man. Told you I got you. Let me put this up here. Let me open this up right here, all right? Tomorrow night, Friday night, party bus tickets are on sale, $60. Y'all go hit up Jason's page right now. Go to Instagram right now. Not right now, after the show. You know what I mean. Go to Instagram. Hit up Jason. Hit up Red McFly. You want to get in this party, after party, album release party, Life is Crazy Part 2. Shout out to Jason. Shout out to the whole Take Flight Society. Jason, I got you, man. Y'all go check out Jason's page. Go check out Red McFly's page. Go check out Take Flight Society. Go check out what they're doing. They got the bus. They got the party bus. $60 for a party bus. Listen, y'all paying $60 for oysters. Y'all paying $60 for a dozen oysters out there. So yo, go check out the party bus, man. Jason is in the building. All right, let me see what y'all got going on. Blocker said, what up, Blocker? Thanks for coming through. Jason said, what up, chat 16? What's good? Midnight, Red McFly, Life is Crazy 2, dropping at midnight. I'm ready. My title is ready. You better put it on title. I'm ready. I'm supporting Hover the God. You know how it goes, Jason. Midnight album release party tomorrow night at the AM PM Gallery in Brooklyn. Hope to see you there, Playboy. Going through something right now, Jason. I can't really, I'm going to talk to you offline. But y'all hit up Red McFly, hit up Jason, get those tickets. Blocker said, just letting you know that Drake cheated with the weekly sales. Now let's get into it, man. Blocker is saying that Drake cheated. Blocker is saying that Drake cheated. I got one more thing for y'all. Check out the album cover, y'all. That's the album cover. Life is Crazy Part 2. That's a crazy album cover, man. After seeing Drake's album cover, Drake, man, you gotta step your game up, Playboy. After seeing Drake's weak album cover, this album cover is kind of crazy, man. Red McFly album dropping midnight tonight, yo. Y'all go check out the album. That's the album cover right there. Go support Take Flight Society. Go support Jason. Go support Red McFly. Go to their Instagram. Go to his YouTube page. We see Iman is in the building. Harlem is in here, yo. Shout out to Harlem, man. All right, so let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it, man. I want to talk to y'all. I want to talk to y'all this week. And as always, I want y'all to drop your comments because I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear what y'all thinking. You know what I'm saying? I'll be having conversations in the community. If you don't check out our community page, go check out our community page, man. We got a whole bunch of stuff going on there. I'm having conversations with people telling me that sales don't matter. I got a lot of people telling me that sales don't matter. Shout out to Iman. Iman says, I'm here like Britney Spears. Yo, Iman is crazy, yo. Shout out to Harlem, man. Harlem's in the building. Jason says, sorry to hear that. Hope things get better. Yeah. I'll be good, man. I'm gonna shoot you a text on the IG on the low, Jason. Good looking out. I hear a lot of people talking about sales don't matter. NAS don't need album sales. NAS don't care about album sales. Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. Everybody care about album sales. Rest in peace, Big Pun. Big Pun said, if you ain't in it for the spinach, then get. Y'all think Nas don't gotta pay Hit Boy? Y'all think Hit Boy is giving Nas those beats for free? Y'all think Nas is going to the studio and not paying studio time? You think studio time is free? You know how much an hour costs for studio time? Jason's in the chat. Ask Jason how much studio time costs. Y'all think studio time is free? Y'all think marketing and promotion is free? You think 50 Cent promoted Nas' album for free? You think Nas ain't got to cut 50 a little? Listen, Nas guys. Sales matter. And in another way sales matter is MCs have big egos. Let me say that again. MCs have huge egos. So if you think a veteran like Nas doesn't care to sell more than the new up and coming, well, not up and coming, Drake been here for like 15 years already. You think Nas don't want to sell more than Drake? You think Nas want to hear people tell him, yo man, Drake outsold you, boy? Today we're going to talk about first week sales. As you can see, that boy Drake, first week, he moved 411,000 copies. 411,000 copies first week. That's almost 500,000. What did Nas do? And listen, let's put this to bed. Let's put this to bed. The reason I love our chat, the reason I love you guys, because you guys are able to have conversations. I love Nas. I've been listening to Nas since the early 90s. Stop it. I have most of Nas's album catalog. Hard disk. I buy Nas albums. I think Nas is still one of the top 5 MCs ever, still. And there are thousands of MCs. I love Nas, but we as fans, we have to have hard conversations. We have to have realistic conversations. We got to stop this talk about you don't care about sales. Are you going to work for free? You tell me, do you go to work and punch the clock and don't worry about your check when your check comes at the end of the week? I guarantee you, at the end of the week, you are scanning through your check. Oh, I did 42 hours. Where's my 2 hours overtime? Everybody cares about sales. Everybody. Jason is here. Blocker has a comment. Blocker says, Nas is a much bigger artist than Drake. I don't give a damn what nobody else says. Also, Nas should care about his album sales. Today, we are going to be talking about who is the bigger artist worldwide. Drop your comments. I want to hear from you guys. Is Drake a bigger artist than Nas worldwide? We're going to have a conversation about this today. Is Nas a bigger MC? I'm not talking about the US, okay? I'm not talking about the US of A. I'm talking about worldwide. Australia, Germany, Mexico, the West Indies, Guyana. I'm talking about the world, UK. There are Drake fans all over. There are Nas fans all over. Who is the bigger artist worldwide? Blocker, thank you for the comment. Tammy's in the building. Shout out to Tammy. Shout out to Full Blast Radio. Go check out. I keep telling y'all every week, man. I hope when Tammy goes to Full Blast, those numbers better be going up. Y'all better be going there and subscribing to the channel, all right? I'm not going to leave y'all wrong, man. Tammy got an ill channel, Full Blast Radio. Go to YouTube, Full Blast Radio. Go to Instagram, Full Blast Radio. Go to Tammy's page, Tammy Leo _. Go to her page, Full Blast Radio, DJ Tiger. Go follow them. If you love hip hop, if you love nice mixes, if you want to hear a nice fresh mix twice, 3 times a week, Full Blast Radio. Shout out to Tammy. Tammy's in the building. Tammy says, poor Nas here. No. Not poor Nas. Nas is making money. Nas is making money. Listen, Nas is in a great spot right now. He's writing TV shows. Nas is directing. Nas is doing documentaries. Nas still has big money in Silicon Valley. He's moving big units there. Nas has his chain of restaurants, Sweet Chick. And like a lot of y'all say, Nas has dropped 6 albums in the last 3 years. Some say some are classics. So Nas is good. Like he says, Nas is good, Tammy. But shout out to Tammy. Thank you for that, Tammy. So I want to ask you guys today, who's the bigger artist worldwide? And the reason I ask you guys this is because we really have to sit down and understand that there are really 2 different generations of, these are 2 different generations of artists here. Okay? When Drake released his first album, I believe in 2010. I believe it's, wait. When did Drake, right, okay. Drake released his first album. I forgot the name of the album. Forgive Me? Is it Forgive Me? What's the name of the album? Thank Me Later. I think Thank Me Later is Drake's first album. So Drake's first album was released in 2010. Okay, so you're looking at Drake as an artist from 2010 to 2023. That's 13 years. That's 13 years Drake has been giving us music. Drake has touched many different countries doing tours. Drake has done many different collaborations. Drake has had many top hip-hop top number ones. He just tied Michael Jackson for the most number 1 records. So 13 years of Drake being around on the hip-hop scene is commendable. Another thing we got to remember about Drake is that he also had the group Young Money. Young Money, if you know Young Money was Lil Wayne, Nicki Minaj, Tiger was on there, Drake, some big names. So within that 13 years, Drake has had a hell of a run, y'all. I see JK number 5 is in the building. JK number 5, thanks for coming through. Let me read some chats. Blocker says, hell no, Drake ain't no bigger artist than Nas, not even worldwide. We're just going to stop with this repetitive comparison because artists for artists, though. Okay. So Blocker believes Nas is a bigger artist worldwide. Tammy has a comment. Tammy says, if Nas falls completely off, he can always work for me. Oh, God. Tommy's the biggest Nas fan, man. Shout out to Tommy in the building. Tommy's in the chat. JK number 5 says, I never heard a Drake album. You know what's funny? Guys? I've actually never purchased the Drake album. I honestly, I've listened to his albums. I've saved his albums to my playlist and listened to them, but I've never really purchased any Drake albums. So shout out to JK number 5. JK number 5 says, I never heard a Drake album. Iman has a comment. Shout out to Harlem. Iman says, So Far Gone was his first album or mixtape. I think So Far Gone, was it So Far Gone? Was it So Far Gone? Hold up. Let me find out what Drake's first album was. Hold on. Let me go to Drake Wiki. Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. Let me go to Drake Wiki. All right, Drake discography. Drake's first album was Thank Me Later, 2010. Take Care was 2011. Nothing Was the Same was 2013. So Iman says So Far Gone. So Far Gone, maybe his mixtape. If that was a mixtape, maybe that came first. So thank you for that, Iman. But his first official album was Thank Me Later, and that was 2010. Iman says, JK number 5 says, peace. JK number 5 says, listen to a lot of Cali Red Moon. Okay. I gotta check that out. Thank you for that, JK. So Drake has had a run from 2010 to 2023. That's a 13-year run. Mixtapes, featured on other albums, associated with Nicki Minaj, one of the biggest artists in the world, associated with Lil Wayne, one of the biggest artists in the world, created his own crew, Young Money, with Lil Wayne, under Lil Wayne. So Drake has an amazing career. Does Drake have a classic album? Does Drake have a classic album in his catalog? Thank Me Later, 2010. Take Care, 2011. Nothing Was the Same, 2013. Views, 2016. Scorpion, 2018. Certified Lover Boy, 2021. Honestly, Nevermind, 2022. And For All the Dogs, 2023. Does Drake have a classic album? I'm asking you guys today, who's the bigger artist worldwide, y'all? Is it Drake? Is it Nas? Nas' last album, Magic 2, Nas moved 17,000 units. 17,000 units Nas sold on his last Magic album, Magic 2. Magic 3, we don't have the numbers yet. Drake's new album, For All the Dogs, he moved 411,000 copies. Who is the bigger artist worldwide? Hit the comments. I want to hear from you guys today. Drake has been around since 2010. Drake is a worldwide phenomenon as an artist. Nas came out in 1994. Well, he was out before. He was doing stuff before that, but Nas' first official album was released in 1994. We're in 2023. That's 29 years. 29 years Nas has in the game. Who is the bigger artists worldwide. Numbers matter, guys. Sales matter. Everybody wants to sell albums. You're not going to the studio for free. You're not buying beats for free. Hit Boy is not giving Nas free beats, y'all. Marketing is not free. Blocker says, I'm a Nas fan too. JK number 5 says, I love No Guarantee featuring Drake, Chris Brown song. Shout out to Chris Brown. Iman says, Take Care was a good album, but not a classic. Does Drake have a classic album? Does Drake have an Illmatic? Does Drake have a It Was Written? Does Drake have a classic under his belt? I can tell you this, and I'm not being biased. I can tell you for a fact, Nas has at least 3 classic albums, at least. And when I say classic, y'all know how I feel about classics. I'm talking about albums that can be played top to bottom without skipping a track. Nas has at least 3 classic albums under his belt. Why is Nas not selling more than 17,000 copies first week? If Nas has been out since 1994, Nas has the 90s fans, he has the 2000s fans, and all of you guys always keep telling me these last few weeks, he's dropped 6 albums in 3 years, so that means he has the 2021, 22, 23 fans. Why is Nas only selling 17,000 copies first week? How is Drake selling 411,000 copies? Is Drake the bigger artist? Hit the comments. Let me hear what y'all got. I see George Winbush is in the comments. Shout out to George Winbush. Thanks for coming through. George Winbush has a comment. George says, ain't no way Drake is bigger than Nas. Are you seriously? Drake got a ghostwriter. Okay. I'm not going to dispute if Drake has a ghostwriter. I would agree with you that Drake has a ghostwriter. I would agree with that. We got Charlie in the building. Shout out to Charlie. So George, I will agree. I think Drake has a ghostwriter. When it comes to album sales, does that matter? I'm not talking about who's the best MC. That's not the question I'm asking you. I'm not asking you who's the better MC. I'm not asking you who's the better rapper. That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking you who's the bigger artist. So whether you have Kanye has a ghostwriter. Kanye presumably has a ghostwriter. Kanye's huge. Jay-Z wrote for Dr. Dre back in the days. Dr. Dre's a huge artist. Who's the bigger artist? Why is Drake selling 411,000 copies first week? Why is Nas not selling those numbers? If Nas has been around longer than Drake, that should mean that Nas has a bigger fan base. Am I right or am I wrong? Hit the comments. Tell me if I'm wrong. If Nas is out from 1994 and has just dropped an album in 2023, Nas has 29 years in the game. Drake came out in 2010. That's 13 years. Shouldn't Nas have a bigger fan base than Drake? Why are the album sales so low? Hit the comments down below. George Winbush, thank you for the comment. JK number 5 has a comment. JK number 5 says, Illmatic didn't sell well. That is true. When Illmatic first came out, it sold good. It didn't sell great. It was written, sold much better. I Am went through the roof. So JK number 5 is right. When Illmatic first came out, it didn't sell well. It did go platinum, sell over 1 million, but when it first came out, it sold good, but not great. Illmatic didn't sell well. Drake does not need a Illmatic. He needs a Wu-Tang Forever or Blueprint. People will bring up Nas sales on Illmatic. JK number 5 has a good point. Because when you look at It Was Written sales, I think It Was Written sales, if I remember correctly, Illmatic sold around 48,000 copies first week, which is not bad. That's great numbers. I think It Was Written sold about 220 something thousand copies first week, and that's like quadruple. And then when the I Am album came out, I Am went up to like 400,000 copies. So Nas's big numbers really started with the I Am album. That really started his first week numbers going through the roof. So JK number 5 has a good point. Like when you think of albums that sold crazy first week, Blueprint sold crazy. Blueprint went through the roof when it first came out. So that's a good point that JK number 5 has. I think JK number 5, most people look at Illmatic as a staple in hip hop. Like Illmatic is one of those albums where, again, 48,000 copies is not a bad number. But I think people look at Illmatic as one of the blueprints in hip hop. Like when you look at like top 10 hip hop albums of all time, I'm pretty sure Illmatic is in most hip hop heads' top 10. I don't know if a Drake album is in a hip hop top 10. I don't. So yeah, JK number 5 that's a good point. Thank you for that, JK. That's a great point. Charlie has a comment. Charlie says KD and Magic had a spark when they started, but now they just got It's The Rock. Charlie, chill. If you don't get it, that's a Jay-Z off the Blueprint takeover. He had a spark when he started, but now you fell from top 10 to not mention at all till your bodyguards. Uchiwali verse is better than yours. Matter of fact, you had the words flowing the whole song, but I know the sun don't shine if sun don't shine, but that's why your careers come to an end. It's only so long fake thugs could pretend. You witnessed this from your folks' past, scribbling in a notepad and created your life. I showed you your first tech on tour with Lord's Professor. Then I heard the album about your tech on the dresser. Oh yeah, I sampled your voice. You was using it wrong. You made it a hot line. I made it a hot song. Yo, Charlie, chill. Charlie, chill. I know what it is, Charlie. I know what it is. Chill. Charlie says KD and Magic had a spark when they started, but now they just. Thank you for that, Charlie. Blocker has a comment. Blocker said, I like Illmatic. It's a dope, but I'd rather listen to It Was Written. Though I actually do like It Was Written better than Illmatic. Y'all already know that. We got Terrell Jackson in the building. Terrell Jackson, thanks for coming through. Terrell Jackson has a comment. Terrell Jackson says, it's a difference between pop fans and hip hop fans. Ooh. Okay, let's pause there for a second, yo. Let me read Terrell's other comment. We're going to stick on this right here. Terrell also says, at JK number 5, because Illmatic didn't have no commercial songs or Billboard's 100s. Okay, we're going to stop here for a second. I want to address Terrell Jackson's comment. Terrell, thank you for that comment. So again, today we're talking about album sales, okay? Today I'm asking you guys, who is the bigger artist worldwide, okay? We're talking about Nas Escobar and we're talking about Drake. All right, so I'm asking you guys, who has the bigger impact worldwide? All right, so Terrell Jackson has a comment. Terrell Jackson says, it's a difference between pop fans and hip hop fans. Let's address this, okay? Now, from what Terrell is saying, Terrell is trying to say that pop fans buy albums and hip hop fans don't buy albums. Is that what you're saying, Terrell? Hit the comments. I believe that's what you're saying. I think this is kind of misconstrued because there are a number of rap artists that has released albums within the last year, within the last 2 years that push big numbers. Terrell, do you consider Drake a pop artist? Come, please respond, Terrell. I want to get a little more where you're thinking. Do you consider Drake a pop artist? Drake, part of Young Money. Hold on a second. Hold on. We're gonna wait for Terrell to respond. Because Terrell is trying to say that Drake, the reason he sold 411,000 copies first week is because the pop fans are buying the album. Drake, who was down with Young Money, who's down with Lil Wayne. Is Lil Wayne a pop artist? Drake, who's down with Young Money, who's down with Nicki Minaj. Well, is Nicki Minaj a pop artist? Did Nicki go pop? Who's buying Nicki's album? The hip hop fans or the pop fans? So you're saying that Drake is dropping an album called, let me put the album up. Let me put the album up. Ugly album cover. Tell you the truth, I hate this album cover. Drake, you need to get an intern that can make an album cover, Drake. This album cover is horrendous. Drake, the album is called For All the Dogs. The album is called For All the Dogs, and Terrell Jackson is saying that this is a pop artist. Terrell, thank you for the comment. JK number 5 has a comment. JK number 5 says, only had the Source 5 mics cosign. Ooh. Tammy has a comment. Tammy says, yeah, because Rock get gunned up and clap quick. JJ Evans get Oh, man. I'm tired of Biggie raps coming out of your fat lips. You know what? All right, Tammy, you got that one. You got that one, Tammy. Listen, Tammy, I like Nas and I like Jay. I like them both. They're both gods. They're both New York City, Tammy. Shout out to Nas. If y'all don't get it, that's a Nas diss to Jay-Z. Thank you for the comment, Tammy. Tammy says, clap back quick. All right. Terrell Jackson says he's an artist. Terrell Jackson says, I don't consider Drake a MC. Okay, I can agree with that, Terrell. I would say that Drake is more of a rapper than an MC. Most people that I consider that are MCs, I really want to put into context that they write their own rhymes. They put together their own lyrics. They create their music from the bottom to the top. So yes, I kind of agree with Terrell with that statement. I do not consider Drake an MC. I think Drake is a rapper. And some people will say MC, rapper, same thing, but MC and a rapper is kind of two different categories. So yeah, Terrell, I agree with you on that. I don't think Drake is a rapper. I think MC. I think Drake is considered a rapper. Thank you for that, Terrell. Charlie has a comment. Charlie said, I think it just has to do with social media presence and Drake continuing to attach himself to younger artists who have younger audiences like Sexy Red. This is a great comment. Shout out to Charlie. Charlie's in the chat. Let me read that again, y'all. This is a comment from Charlie in the chat. Charlie says, I think it just has to do with social media. We have to realize that we're living in a different time. Like, yes, I love my 90s music. I love my 90s era. I love purchasing CDs and consuming music. But the social media era that we live in, it does have a lot to do with who you affiliate yourself with. And Charlie has a good point. Sexy Red is crushing it right now. I'm not a Sexy Red fan. Don't get in my comments. I don't listen to her music. I don't agree with her type of music. But I can see from what's going on with social media and music. She's going to all the award shows. She's performing at the award shows. She's moving units. She is a heavy hitter right now in the hip hop game. And a lot of artists, if you want to stay relevant, and you want to keep that buzz going, like Charlie says, yes, a lot of artists attach themselves sometimes to what's hot right now. I'm not saying that Sexy Red is the reason why Drake sold 411,000 copies. I do think that Drake has his fans on his own. Okay? I do think that Drake can move units on his own. But what Charlie is saying makes a lot of sense. When you attach yourself to the hottest thing out right now, you're gonna move more units, because that's a whole separate fan base that Sexy Red has that's coming to listen to what is going on Drake's album. Does Drake have other features on the album? Yes. So those are other fans coming in to listen to what's on Drake's album. So that's a very good point that Charlie has made. Let me read that one more time. Charlie says, I think it just has to do with social media presence and Drake continuing to attach himself to younger get artists who have younger audiences like Sexy Red. That's a great comment. Thank you for that, Charlie. Don't forget, y'all, hit the like button down below if you're here right now. Share the channel. Don't forget, we still got the merch, y'all. All right? If y'all want to cop some of our t-shirts, we still got t-shirts on sale. Hit us up on our Gmail, 16barsshow@gmail. We still got t-shirts on sale. We got the Nas, we got the Jay-Z, we got the Lil' Kim, we got the 16 Bars joint. So if you want to really, really support the channel, hit us up on our email, cop one of our t-shirts, man. We'll get them out to you as soon as possible. Tammy has a comment. Tammy says, I like them both. Big Nas fan, big J fan, man. Yep. JK number 5 says, Drake dog album cover. His son probably drew it. Good point. Good point. Good point. Mariah Me and I album had art drawing from her younger years in the album booklet. That's a great point too. That's probably something that his son probably drew. I don't know for sure, but that's a great point. Peter Park says, the comparisons doesn't work. Nas is independent and Drake is on a major. They are two completely different ecosystems. I want to stop here for a second as well, too. Thank you for this comment, Peter Parks. Peter Park is saying that the reason why Drake is selling big numbers is because he's on a major label. This argument may be true or it may not be true, but we also have to remember Jim Jones was independent at one time. Jim Jones was moving big units. Master P is one of the forefathers of going independent. Master P was one of the first to start going independent and moving big units. I remember when everybody. So if you're going to tell me that someone's on a major label and they have the machine behind them, pushing them, promotion, artwork, putting them out there. You telling me, Peter Parks, you telling me that Nas doesn't have followers on his Instagram? Nas doesn't have followers on his, let's check Nas' Instagram page. Let's check Nas' Instagram page. Give me a second. Hold up. Let's go to Nas. Where Nas at? Let me see Nas. Nas here. Nas has 6.8 million followers on his Instagram. Nas has 6.8 followers on his Instagram. So that means whenever Nas puts an album, when he puts up a post, 43,000 people viewed this right here, right? All right. So if Nas has 6.8 million people following him, how many of those people know that the album is out? 6.8 million. That's almost 7 million. How many of those people do you think know that Nas dropped the album? Let's go to Twitter. or X. I'm sorry. Let's go to X. Let's go to Nas. Nas has 2.4 million followers on Twitter. When Nas puts out content on Twitter that his album just came out, how many of those 2.4 people saw Nas put out an album? So that's 2 point something million, and that's 7 million on Instagram. So that's potentially 9 million people knows that Nas put out an album. You telling me if I have 9 million followers, I can't sell more than 10,000 t-shirts? Wait. You telling me, who was it? Who was it? It wasn't Terrell. Who was it? Wasn't it? Peter Parks. You telling me if I had 9 million followers, I'm not able to sell at least 10,000 of my t-shirts? Nas can't sell more than... Nas' last album, Magic 2, sold 17,000 copies the first week. 17,000 people showed up to buy your album? You are known in the US. You are known Australia. You are known in UK. You are known in Germany. You are known Barbados, Grenada, Haiti, Trinidad and Tobago. You are known in Canada. You are known all over the world. And your best argument, Peter Parker, is that because he's independent, he can't move more than 16, 17,000 copies first week? Come on, y'all. Come on, man. Peter Parker, listen. Peter Parks, listen. Peter Parks. If you had a business and you had at least 6 to 9 million followers, I'm looking at you, Peter Parks. If you had a business and you had at least 9 million followers on your social media, and because you don't have a marketing team like a machine behind you, if you can come up with a way to reach your 9 million followers, to at least sell 1 million, if I have 9 million followers and I am known worldwide, if I cannot put together a team that can go on social media, promote my content, and move more than 16, 17,000 copies, man, take my social media away. If I have the resources Nas has, and I have 9 million followers at least, I'm not even counting YouTube. I'm not even counting Facebook. I'm not counting TikTok. If I have 9 million followers and I can't move more than 17,000 copies, take my social media away. Peter Park, thank you for the comment. I appreciate it. Terrell Jackson has a comment. Terrell Jackson says, I like Drake. His last couple of albums since Scorpion hasn't been the same. Yeah, I think Drake still continues to sell, but I think the magic of what he had early in his career, I don't know if he still has that magic today. Okay, so hit the comment section down below, y'all. Does Drake have a classic album? We've talked about Nas. Everybody knows Illmatic is a classic. Does Drake have a classic? Is Drake a bigger artist than Nas? Drake has been out since 2010. Nas has been out since 1994. Shouldn't Nas have the bigger market? Shouldn't Nas have more fans? Hit the comments down below. Blocker has a comment. Blocker says, I don't mean to be off topic, but should we list our top 3 or 5 albums or artists in the comments below, buddy? Sure, go ahead. Let me know. Let me hear your top 3 Nas albums. Let me hear your top 3 Drake albums. Let's stick with Drake and Nas. Iman says Bird Gang album dropping tomorrow. Oh, okay. Bird Gang. If you don't know Bird Gang is under the umbrella of Jim Jones. So Jim Jones, Bird Gang. So yeah, I'm gonna check out that. Thank you for that, Iman. Iman says it's a Bird Gang album dropping tomorrow. JK number 5 has a comment. JK number 5 says early 90s Cube ain't hitting my ears like before. 90s Scarface grew on me over the years too. I love 90s Scarface. Shout out to Scarface. I think the Diary is better than Death Certificate. I do think that the Diary, I think the Diary or the Fix. I think I like the Fix as Scarface's best album. I think the Diary is better than Death Certificate, which is Death Certificate is Ice Cube's album. If you guys don't know, let me start it over again. Sorry. So JK number 5 says early 90s Cube ain't hitting my ears like before. 90s Scarface grew on me over the years, though. I think the Diary is better than Death Certificate. Fix over AMW, and The Untouchable is equal to Lethal Injection. Some great Scarface albums there. Some great Cube albums. Go check those out. All right. We got Diamond Onyx in the building. Shine bright like diamond. Shout out to Diamond Onyx in the building. We got Sarah's in the building. Shout out to Sarah. Sarah, shout out to you. Hope to talk to you soon. Diamond Onyx, thanks for coming through. Hit that like button down below, y'all. Y'all know what Diamond like to say. Hit that like button if you're here right now. Today we asking you guys, who is the bigger artist worldwide? Is it Drake? Is it Nas? Drake has been out since 2010. Dropped some amazing albums. Does Drake have a classic album under his belt? Nas has been out since 1994. Diamond Onyx has a comment. Diamond Onyx says, at Terrell Jackson, you have a strong point about diaries. Bars was good. Handsome one. Thank you. Diamond, I see you, Diamond. I'm going to hit that like button. Hit that like button like Diamond says, yo. Blocker says, I respect that, fans, but Ice Cube is personally my favorite hip-hop artist. Wait. I thought Busta Rhymes your favorite artist, Blocker. I thought Busta Rhymes is your man, Blocker. You gotta clean that up, Blocker. I don't know about that one. You said you're a Busta Rhymes fan. Diamond Onyx said, this man be serious as FUQ on topics. You can hear it in his vocals. Again, Sarah's in the building. Go check out Sarah's page, yo. NBA is about to start. You know Sarah's going to have her Knicks highlights post-Knicks game. Go check out Black Sarah on Instagram. All your Knicks. We about to start soon, man. Knicks looking okay in the preseason. Looking okay. We got blown out by the Bucks the other day, but it's okay. It's preseason. So if you like NBA, if you're a Knicks fan, whoever the Knicks are playing, get ready for the season. Go check out Black Sarah 1 on Instagram. Great New York Knicks content on there. All right. See what's going on in here. Terrell Jackson has a comment. Terrell Jackson says, especially the Pusha T situation didn't make it no better. Pusha T smashed on Drake with that battle. Shout out to Pusha T. Iman says, all eyes on me, The Blueprint, Diplomatic Immunity, favorite 3 albums of all time. Oh, okay. So Iman's top 3 albums all time. Shout out to Harlem. That's why Diplomatic Immunity is in there. Double album. Go check out that double album. So he got 2 doubles albums on there. All Eyes on Me is a double album. Diplomatic Immunity is a double album. So Iman got All Eyes on Me by Tupac Shakur. Rest in peace, Tupac. The Blueprint, Hova the God, Jay-Z, Brooklyn. Diplomatic Immunity, double CD by Jim Jones, Killer Cameron, and Joel Santana, On Casa, them boys. Shout out. Good 3. I like that 3. All right. Blocker says my top 3 Nas albums. Number 1, It Was Written. Number 2, Godson. Number 3, Life Is Good. I love It Was Written. I love Godson. Life Is Good I could pass on, but that's a good top 3. Good top 3. Diamond Alex says, call his name right. His name is Drizzy. Does Drake have a classic album, guys? Is Drake a bigger artist? Is Drake a bigger artist than Nas worldwide? Who has the bigger worldwide appeal? Who has the worldwide bigger hit songs? Who has the better album catalog? Why is Drake outselling Nas like that? Nas' last album, I'm going to remind you guys one more time, Magic 2, sold only 17,000 copies. Here comes Drizzy Drake, 411,000 copies. Let's read a few more comments here. Sarah got a comment. Sarah says, Tupac, the soulmate Shakur. Oh, man. I don't know if we should talk one day about the Jada Pinkett Smith thing going on right now, but I really don't like what Jada is doing right now with her book tour, but I do understand what she's doing. You have a book to sell. You're drumming up excitement to sell the book. The more people talk, the more excitement you create, the more buzz you create, the more units you can move. So I get it. I get it, Sarah. I get it. I don't like it. I don't like what she's doing. But rest in peace to Tupac, man. Will Smith, hold your head. Hopefully everything get better. We got Cy in the building. We got the original 16 Bars member, Syla, in the building. What up, Cy? Come through, man. We got to do a show, man. Cy says, Knicks is just a filler team. Oh, man. Why you got to come here with this negative energy, Cy? Come on, man. It's a new season, man. Cy says, Queens in the house. Sarah says, calling Blocker out. Yeah, Blocker always says Busta Rhymes is his favorite artist. Now he's saying it's Scarface. I don't know what to believe anymore. All right, thank you for that, Sarah. Cy has a few more comments. Cy says, Tupac lives in Cuba. Oh, man, you guys. Let Tupac rest in peace, y'all. Why y'all bothering Tupac, man? Why Jada gotta bring up Tupac? Cy says, no. Drake is not a bigger artist than Nas. JK number 5 has a comment. JK number 5 says, MOP has my favorite 4-album run to the death, 1994. Firing Squad, 1996. First Family for Life, 1998. And Warriors in 2000. Hard albums. Those are hard albums. Shout out JK number 5. JK number 5 is being totally biased right now. You can't have your top 4 albums all Brooklyn. That's crazy bias. Shout out to Brooklyn, though. I feel you. We got Joel Joseph in the building. Joel Joseph, thanks for coming through. Joel Joseph says, comparing Nas and Drake doesn't make sense. Joel Joseph, drop a comment. Tell us why you cannot compare 2 artists. Joel Joseph, drop a comment. Tell me why you cannot compare albums to albums. Tell me why you can't compare 2 people that consider themselves top of their game. Tell me why you can't compare them. I want to hear you guys. Why can't you compare Drake and Nas? Because Nas is a better MC than Drake? Because Drake picks better beats than Nas? Because the younger generation like Drake more than the older generation like Nas? Because Nas makes better album covers than Drake? Why can't you compare them? Tell me why. Tell me why. Drop in the comment. Drop in the comment. Why can't you compare them? Sarah has a comment. Sarah says, sometimes opportunity just knocks. Shout out to the Knicks. We coming, man. This might be a good year for us, y'all. Might be a good year for us. Thank you for that comment, Joel Joseph. Still waiting for your reply. Sarah has another comment. Sarah says, if it's good for Will, it's great for me. Bad Marriage Forever. Oh, man. Hold your head, Will. They're coming for you, man. Hold your head. Diamond Onyx says, nah, dog, UNC. All right. Diamond Onyx says, the memes, though, of Jada and Pac. My man Pac at, man. My man Pac at. Pac, rest in peace, man. I don't know why they keep bothering you, Pac. I don't know why they keep bringing you up in this, man. Pac in heaven minding his business, y'all. We got Rowdy Higgins in the building. Rodley Higgins says, Nas not popping anymore. He had his shine. Woo. Woo. Rodney Higgins has another comment. Rodney Higgins said, Benny the Butcher, Conway, and Dave East are running New York rap right now. I can't argue with that. Shout out to Benny the Butcher. He got something new coming out soon. I'm looking forward to that myself. But let me repeat what Rodney Higgins says. Rodney Higgins says, Nas is not popping anymore. He had his shine. I tell people all the time, there was a time in New York City when the King of New York crown was up for grabs. Nas came out first, and Nas created a super buzz in New York City in 1994 with Illmatic. Jay came out 2 years later with his Reasonable Doubt album. In the mid to late 90s, there were a lot of MCs vying for the New York King of New York crown. Jay-Z, Nas, Buster, DMX, Big Pun, Fat Joe. I can name many more. There were a lot of MCs vying to be the king. I told y'all Nas' first album, Illmatic, didn't sell too well. It sold good. It was written, sold much better than Illmatic. And then the I Am album skyrocketed in sales. The I Am album, when Nas opened up his production, that album sold like hotcakes. The Nostradamus album was a flop for Nas. It sold well, but the critics and the fans did not enjoy that album. Nas has his buzz up until Nostradamus. When Jay-Z dropped Reasonable Doubt, he started his buzz. He continued his buzz on It Was In My Lifetime Volume 1, where he had some hit songs on there. Critically, it sold better than the first album, but it was not until In My Lifetime Volume 2, Hard Knock Life, when Jay-Z took off as an artist. Yes, if you lived here in New York, you will remember the battles that Jay-Z had with Nas. A lot of other MCs too, okay? DMX was on the scene, dropping 2 albums in 1 year. But if you want to do the Nas and Jay-Z comparisons, when it comes to moving units and running New York City, Jay-Z started to run New York City after the In My Lifetime Volume 1 album. In My Lifetime Volume 3, again, sold big numbers. After Nostradamus, Nas was still putting out stuff here and there, but he wasn't putting out albums. He was taking care of his family, and he was not really concentrating on music. Jay was still exploding. I know a lot of you Nas fans don't know. I live here in New York City. I'm telling you what happened. Jay continued his rise. Nas tried to get the firm going. He was not successful. Jay-Z started up, got State Property off the floor. State Property made it to the rock. It took off. It was different, y'all. Jay was in control of New York City when it came to the King of New York crown. That's why when Jay dropped the Blueprint album, he called out Nas. Nas wasn't putting music out like that. Nas was on hiatus on the beach, taking care of his family, minding his business. Jay was running New York City. The Blueprint album woke Nas up. I keep telling you guys year after year after year. If you weren't here, you don't know. We were here in the streets. Nas released Stillmatic, and that's when a different Nas came back. Nas was on his way out the door. Not out the door, but he was not popping like that. Jay woke him up. Jay put that battery in his back. Come back out here, Nas. Come back out here. I ain't gonna call her name. You know who it is. And after Stillmatic, Nas had a new life breathed into him. God's son. Street's disciple. Life is good. Nas was sleeping. So when somebody says Nas is not popping, when Rodney Higgins says Nas is not popping, he had his time. Nas had his time. I'm not saying that what he's dropping now is not hot. I'm still going to buy it. I'm still going to listen to it. But what Rodney Higgins is saying is a great point. Maybe now, it's not the era for him to move big units. Rodney Higgins, thank you for the comment. Rodney Higgins says in 1999, Jay was one of the hottest rappers in the game. Rodney, I'm in New York. I'm here. I'm on the ground. The hottest rappers in the game. Jay was nominated for a Grammy for Big Pimpin' in 1999. Jay was fire hot. That's facts, y'all. I'm not trying to. Nas is my man's. Love Nas. But y'all got to stop the whole King of New York thing. Jay ran New York for like a good 6-8 years. Jay was running New York City. King of New York. Stop it. Still love Nas. Tammy's here. The biggest Nas fan. Go check out Full Blast Radio. If you're here right now, after the show, we're going to be done soon. Go to YouTube, Full Blast Radio. Go to Instagram. Go check out Tammy's channel, Full Blast Radio. Tammy has a comment. Tammy says, you're right. Jay did take over New York, but still he was heavily obsessed with Nas. Tammy, I think the competitive nature between Nas and Jay was something that they had on the low. I think Nas is never going to admit that he saw Jay as a threat. He just Nas is one of those guys. He's never going to mention that. Jay has said that he respects Nas. He looked up to Nas music and stuff. I don't think Nas is ever going to admit that he thought Jay was a threat. But I think with the infidelity of Common and what Common did with Jay, I think it's one of those things that, and I don't want to bring up kids and stuff like that, respectfully for Nas, but I think what Common did with Jay, I think that will always stick with Nas. Like, I think Jay will always have that one thing he can hold over Nas' head. Like, yeah, some people say you won the war. Some people say you had the better diss track. Some people say you might be the King of New York. But I think one of the things that Nas is always going to remember is that Jay did that. And listen, I was very happy, Tammy, when I don't know if it was I Declare War. I was very happy when Jay and Nas got on that stage and they stood on that stage together for the first time after the beef. And I still remember it to this day. I was watching the video and I got chills in my body because Nas is one of New York's hip hop heroes. Shout out to Queens. Jay-Z is one of New York's hip hop heroes. Shout out to Brooklyn. When they were beefing, a lot of people had to choose sides. I chose sides. I'm from Queens, yeah. I was rocking with Jay. But a lot of people had to choose sides when that beef was going on. And when that beef ended, Tammy, I can tell you there was a lot of people so happy when they did songs together, Black Republican and stuff. When they did tracks together, oh my God, it brought such love to my heart, man. So shout out to both Jay, shout out to both Nas. I hated seeing them beef, but I'm glad that this time here, 2023, they can see eye to eye. They can do business together. Like I said, they did songs together. I hope one day they can do an album together. But yeah, man. Yeah, Jay might have an obsession with Nas, Tammy, because Nas was that guy. Make no mistake. When Nas dropped Illmatic, New York took notice. Okay? Jay didn't drop his first album until 1996. So Biggie Smalls dropped. New York took notice when Nas dropped Illmatic. All right, so Jay saw that. Jay listened to that album. Jay says he bought the bootleg even. So yeah, I agree with Tammy. Jay, yeah. Jay probably is obsessed with Nas. Thank you for that, Tammy. Rodney Higgins has a comment. Rodney says, The Predator, Ice Cube, is not overrated. The Predator is a hard album. Woo! Shout out to The Predator. That's one of the greatest hip-hop albums of all time. I can agree with that. The Predator is a classic. If you haven't listened to The Predator, Ice Cube, go to your streaming platform. Ice Cube, The Predator, hard-knocking album. I agree with Rodney Higgins on that. Rodney Higgins says, Jay had every club and block party going crazy with Big Pimpin'. That record was so hard. Jay just... Let me just say this, guys. Excuse me. Let me just say this. People ask me why I put Jay over Nas. All the time. Okay? I think Nas has classic albums. I think Jay has classic albums. The thing that Jay has over Nas, Jay has more reach as an artist. Okay? Nas does a lot of street hardcore songs and albums. Nas didn't start making like that kind of crossover music until around Life is Good, maybe, when he started opening up. When Nas tried to broaden his appeal, his fans hated it. When Nas dropped I Am, a lot of his fans were mad at I Am. They thought I Am was a little bit too commercial. The same thing when Nas dropped Nostradamus. That song with Genuine, Nas was trying to give his fans something different. Nas was trying to tap in to what Jay-Z has tapped into. Nas was trying to show the fans that, yo, look, I can do other things too. I can do the pop record. I can do the dance record. I can do the female record. Nas fans hated that album, that song. So when you look at Jay was able to cross over from not only the hardcore street fans, Jay had the ladies, Jay had the club bangers, Jay had the pop song. Jay got nominated for the song with Annie. It's a hard not lie. Listen, no disrespect to Nas. But in the late 90s to the early 2000s, Nas was a one-dimensional artist. Jay was broadening his horizons. That's one of the reasons why Jay continued to sell, because he was touching different demographics of fans. Rodney Higgins, thank you for that comment. Great comment. Blocker says, Rodney Higgins, big facts, my fans. It was a good day. It's a terrific Ice Cube song on that album, my man. Shout out to that. I got a comment from Rodney one more time. Rodney said, I disagree. Today was a good day. It's a classic hip-hop anthem. People was thrown off by the song because Cube was calm and chill. It wasn't that angry hardcore Cube we were used to. I love that song. One of my favorite songs. I could bump that song at any time. Tammy has a comment. Tammy says, I'm not trying to be a chatty patty, but even Carmen said Jay has posters of Nas in his room. Also asked Carmen what positions Nas will hit. Listen, again, I agree with Tammy. You have to understand, in the early 90s, Illmatic, Notorious B.I.G., Ready to Die, Wu-Tang, Enter the 36 Chambers, Snoop Doggy Dogg, Doggy Style album. Those were some of the albums that people had posters to in their homes. And I'm not co-signing if it's true or not, but it's believable, guys. Like, Nas is a hard-hitting artist. A lot of artists had beefs in the 90s because they all wanted to be number one. Everybody wanted to be number one. When Big Daddy Kane dropped, you think KRS-One wasn't like, what? Who's that? When Slick Rick dropped, what? Who? When Cool G rapped, so yeah. Yeah. Jay probably had that poster in his room. Nas was hitting hard with that first album. That first album changed a lot of things. I had some posters in my room. I didn't have the Nas poster, but I had some posters in my room as well. Let me read that again from Tammy. Tammy said, I'm not trying to be a chatty patty, but even Carmen said Jay has pictures, posters of Nas in his room. Also asked Carmen what position Nas would have obsessed much. I can believe that. Tammy says, remember, I'm from New York too, and I used to date Lil' Kim's brother. Shout out to Kimmy, queen of hip hop. Greatest female hip hop album of all time. Yes, even better than Lauryn Hill's album. I love you, Lauryn, but hardcore hit harder. Tammy, I used to date Lil' Kim's brother, so I know some things. LOL. Shout out for the secrets, man. Shout out for the secrets. Thank you for that, Tammy. Joel Joseph says, Ether bodied Hove. Okay. You know I'm going with Takeover over Ether. Ether's a great song, but I'm going with Hove with that one. But a lot of people said that Ether was a better song than Takeover. So I'm not gonna dispute that. You know where I'm going with it, but I'm not gonna dispute that. Thank you for that. Joel says Ether bodied Hove. Rodney Higgins says Jay was influenced by Nas. Facts. Nas, Biggie, Big Daddy Kane, and Jazzo influenced Jay-Z. Yeah. Those albums I just mentioned, Illmatic, Notorious B.I.G., Ready to Die, and Wu-Tang Clan, Enter the 36 Chambers, Snoop Doggy Dogg with the Doggy Style albums. Those were some of the most important albums in the early 90s. When those albums dropped, a lot of people had to take notice because the rap game changed. Real rap was still being released. I'm not saying that Big Daddy Kane wasn't doing his thing. These guys are still doing their thing. But when those albums came out, when 36 Chambers dropped, it changed the game. When Snoop Dogg dropped Doggy Style, it changed the game. Snoop Dogg didn't even spit on the album. He already had the Lady of Rage opening up the album. A new female MC on the first song of his album changed the game. When Notorious B.I.G. dropped Ready to Die, changed the game. So yeah, man. Ronnie Higgins says, I got to give Lil' Kim credit. Lil' Kim was the first female to make hardcore hip hop records. She's first lady hardcore rap. Rodney Higgins, we have to remember this. This is very important. We got to remember this. Because I think sometimes we disrespect Foxy Brown a lot by not including her. Lil' Kim's album came out, I think, in 1996 in November. Hardcore. 1 week later, Foxy Brown dropped Illmatic. I'm sorry, Il Nana. Okay? And Foxy Brown, she was not as raunchy as Lil' Kim. I admit that. But the things that Foxy Brown was saying in her records, Foxy Brown was saying some stuff too in her records. So I want to remind people, Lil' Kim, 1996, Foxy Brown, 1996. Or is it 1998? Whatever. The same year. Let's get it right. Hold on. Let me get it right. I could be wrong. Let me get the year correct. Hold on a second. Hold on. My bad. I don't want to disrespect Lil' Kim or Foxy. Those are my girls. Hold up. Let me get the years. Let me get the years correct, y'all. Let me get the years correct. All right. 1996. Okay. All right. So Hardcore was released November 12th, 1996. And let's get Foxy Brown. And let's get Foxy Brown, first album. Foxy Brown, same month, 1996. So please remember, Lil' Kim, Hardcore, Foxy Brown, Il Nana came out in the same month in 1996. So as much praise as we want to give Hardcore, in my opinion, we got to give Il Nana the same praise. Il Nana is a phenomenal album from Foxy Brown. And Foxy Brown had bars. All right, so Rodney, thank you for that comment. Blocker says, here are my top 3 diss tracks. No Vaseline, Ice Cube. Hit 'Em Up, Tupac. Take Over by Jay-Z. That's a good list. Rodney Higgins says Lil' Kim officially made her debut in 1995, Junior Mafia. Sure. Fair enough. She was the first female I heard spitting hardcore. Fair enough. Also, we got to also remember the Firm. Okay, all right. But Foxy is one of the godmothers of hardcore rap as well. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is, when we talk about Lil' Kim and we put Lil' Kim on her pedestal where she rightfully supposed to be, we got to remember Foxy Brown came out the exact same month. It was 1 week where the albums came out. So let's give Foxy her flowers too. I shout out to Brooklyn. Tammy says 96. You're right. Yep. Thank you. I get the years 96, 97 mixed up sometimes, Tammy. JK number 5 says Hardcore 5 is way better than Il Nana. Okay, I'm not going to dispute that. I think Hardcore is a better album than Il Nana. I wouldn't give Il Nana a 3.5 though. I'll give Il Nana a much higher score. JK number 5 says Broken Silence is way better than Naked Truth. Okay. Those are Foxy Brown albums, by the way, if you want to go check those out. Tammy says Foxy also was jealous of Kim. Very, very jealous. Again, let's remember, guys. Let's remember, okay? In this time, when these albums were coming out, everybody was affiliated with a team, okay? You had the West Coast, you had Snoop Dogg, he had Lady of Rage and stuff on there. You had Nas, AZ, Cormega. Foxy Brown was affiliated with Nas, okay, on the Firm album, okay? When Jay was doing his thing, Foxy Brown was under Jay's wing as well too, okay? Notorious B.I.G., rest in peace. He had his female MC too. He had Lil' Kim. And again, people, if you didn't live in the 90s, you don't understand the competitive nature that these MCs had. Everybody thought they were the best. Everybody wanted to be the best. Everybody wanted to be different. There's a lot of things that Lil' Kim and Foxy does that's similar. They dress nice. Lil' Kim did the wigs more, but Foxy was rocking Christian Dior early. Lil' Kim was rocking Moschino early, so they had some similarities. But like Tammy is saying, there was a lot of competition, guys. Nobody wanted to sound the same, and everybody wanted to be number one. So I can understand if there was some sort of jealousy there. Biggie had Junior Mafia. Junior Mafia was running. Bad Boy was running it, y'all. Here come Foxy with Nas and the Firm trying to do it over there. Foxy got bars. She probably thought I can see that. Shout out to Tammy. Thank you for that info, Tammy. Rodney Higgins says Foxy is definitely one of the godmothers of hardcore rap. That's a hip hop fact. Shout out to Foxy. Foxy was jealous of Kim. I thought that was cool. Thank you for that, Tammy. Y'all, we're going to get up out of here, man. I want to thank each and all of y'all once again for joining us every Thursday night for Talking Bars, man. Keep on supporting the channel. I haven't been doing a lot of stuff lately with videos. Got some stuff going on, personal stuff going on right now, so I'm kind of laying low. But y'all keep supporting the channel. Keep sharing our videos. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure and go subscribe to the channel. Don't forget, Tammy is in the chat right now. Go check out Tammy. Tammy has her channel, Full Blast Radio. All right, if you guys like great hip-hop topics, she has her show where she has her panel. They talk about hip-hop, sports, and all that good stuff. And she also has DJ Tiger. If you like hip-hop mixes, if you like mashups, Wu-Tang and B.I.G. and different mashups, she got DJ Tiger dropping at least 3 to 4 mixes each and every week. So go check out Tammy's channel, Full Blast Radio. Go check out her channel on Instagram. Go support her. Go support Black Sarah. Sarah has her channel. Her channel is the New York Knicks. She does her New York Knicks stuff. The season's about to start, so go support Black Sarah 1 on Instagram as well. Again, if you want to support the channel, man, we still got t-shirts available. Hit us up on our email. Let us know what you're looking for. I'll send you what we got. We got the Lil' Kim tees. We got the Nas. We got the Jay-Z Takeover tees as well, too. All right? It's your boy, Onslaught Tree. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for joining the chat. I'm going to see y'all next Thursday.